Right, we've got both our experts on. We've got Rajesh Agarwal, who's head of research at AUM Capital, and we've got Nilesh Jain, who's head and AVP technical and derivatives research at Centrum Broking. Gentlemen, thanks so much for taking the time, and good morning to you. It's good to be doing Ask Profit with you once again, if just for a day. But let's take the first question. Latika has got the first question today, writing in from Bengaluru, and asking about Granules India. Let's pull the stock up and talk about it. She's purchased at levels of 614 or thereabouts, and she's lost a little bit of ground. So Nilesh, the question is to you, because she's not really specified a time frame. She's wondering whether to hold on at these levels or even maybe average on the upside, if at all. Where should she place her stop loss?
Very good morning to you, Alex. Well, first of all, if you see the overall structure in the pharma space, we are witnessing some bit of consolidation. Even if you see in Granules, after the recent correction, it has reached to its crucial support level of 580. So 580 should be the stop loss. And I think if somebody has a positional view, then stay put is the advice. If bought it purely from a trading perspective, then keeping a stop loss below 580, and if at all you get any pullback towards 610 to 620, use that pullback to exit from this particular position, because short-term structure looks more sort of a consolidation, but yes, positionally the structure looks strong.
Right, the next query is a caller query coming in. And okay, before that, let's switch to the WhatsApp query that we have currently. It's from Sanjay from Bangalore, and it's on Sterling and Wilson. He wants to know whether is it a good time to buy this counter for the next 1 year at current levels. Rajesh, any view on Sterling and Wilson?
Good morning, Subhadra. Good morning, Alex.
No, you got to get the name right, Rajesh. It's Somit.
Every time this happens, you are on the screen and I got
it's Somit. Nice. It's Somit, and if you want to use the full name, you can say Alexander, but Alex is better. Somit. Now you can.
Yeah, no. Sorry for the mistake.
No issues, Rajesh. It's completely fine. It's completely fine.
It was long time, Alex, doing a show with you. Anyways, coming to Sterling and Wilson, I think it's not one of the good counters to pay in for an investment purpose at this point of time, because of various reasons like their numbers, the kind of headwinds the industry is facing. So it's better to be in, some better names in the power sector. Maybe a Tata Power or CESC would be a better bet going forward.
All right. A promoter entity, of course, for Sterling and Wilson Solar is Reliance Industries. We've got our next caller, or rather the first caller of the day. Devraju is calling us from Bengaluru. Devraju, very good morning to you. How can we help you today?
Hi, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Please go ahead.
Sir, Kalyan Jewellers, right time to buying an opportunity in a short term, 3 months, sir.
Okay. What is the thinking? Why do you like Kalyan Jewellers?
Hello?
Yeah, okay, I got your question, but why do you like Kalyan Jewellers? Is this because of gold prices?
It's a gold price.
Okay, all right. Nilesh, then the question is dual. Do you anticipate that gold prices will go even higher? And what's the view specifically on Kalyan Jewellers? Is this the best pick from the jewelry space?
Well, the trend is completely different. If you see, gold prices are moving upward and this counter is moving more sort of sideways to negative. It is right now trading below its all long-term and short-term moving averages. We have seen a short-term breakdown as well. So not advisable to buy at current level. If you have already bought into this particular counter, then keep a stop loss at 460. But otherwise, it's an avoid taking any counter bet at present, because the structure is looking sideways to weak.
Next query is coming in from Vanita Bala from Kuwait, and it's on SJS Enterprises. She wants to know whether is it a good time to buy this counter at current levels. Rajesh, any view on SJS Enterprises?
Yeah, I know. Super buy, but I don't. It's better to buy.
Rajesh, can you just repeat?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll have to get him back on the line. In the meanwhile, Nilesh, SJS Enterprises trading at 1693. Is this a buy at the moment right now?
Absolutely. So if you see the major undertone in this particular counter is looking strong. We have seen a continuation of a high top and high bottom formation. The recent correction, in fact, is giving a good opportunity in terms of making a fresh long set current level. One can keep a stop loss at 1620 and can be bought at current level, keeping a price target of 1800 to 1900 from a short term perspective.
Okay. All right. It's actually not a stock-specific question, but Nilesh, a quick answer from you would be useful. Praveen from Hyderabad is asking whether it is recommended or why it is recommended to average stock. Isn't it better to invest where the potential is best and avoid the sunk cost fallacy? Okay, it's a hypothetical, philosophical question, but Nilesh, what are the advantages of averaging, and would you suggest averaging up instead of averaging down?
Well, there are different perspectives to look at it. So first of all, if you have bought into the quality stocks, then it is advisable to average out on declines because the long-term trend remains on a positive side. So unless and until if you have a conviction that the stock is likely to move upward from a short-term, medium-term perspective, and if you are getting any correction due to the market volatility, then it's advisable to average out to bring your cost lower. And another approach, if the stock is constantly moving higher, let's say for example, silver, it is constantly moving upward. And if you have already bought into the silver at lower price, and then you can play the momentum by pyramiding. That's where you buy underlying at the higher price as well, and you have already bought into at lower price. So that's called pyramiding. That can be done. But in both the scenarios, your view should be positive on the underlying from a short to medium term perspective or maybe from a longer term perspective. So that's where the averaging comes in, where you get a decline due to the market volatility and you have conviction in that.
Right, Nilesh. The next query is coming in from Chandra from Bangalore and it's on Cello World. He's holding 500 shares at a price of 545. He wants to know how's the stock looking like on technical perspectives for the next 1 year. What would be your view, Nilesh, on Cello World?
Post listing, we have seen some bit of uptake, but soon after that, in last 1 year, if you see the stock is constantly witnessing selling pressure on pullbacks. So the structure is looking weak. But if somebody wants to invest from a 1 year perspective, then I would suggest first of all keep a stop loss at 470, and better strategy would be to buy in a staggered manner, buy in multiple tranches. I'm not convinced with this structure from a short-term perspective, but yes, from a longer-term perspective can be added, keeping a stop loss below 470.
All right, so that's a view on Cello World. Let's go to our next caller of the day. We've got Chandu calling us from Hyderabad. Chandu, namaskar. How can we help you?
Hi, good morning, all.
Good morning.
Yeah, namaskar. Yeah. So related to Bandhan Bank, actually. So I took around 100 shares at price of 141. Okay. So I see some improvement in the Bandhan Bank and all. So I want to add at this time or further look. I want to go over long-term and short-term view of Bandhan Bank.
Okay, but have you bought it because you like the business of Bandhan Bank?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It's into
all right.
the mutual fund business and banking and all.
Sure. Yeah, so let me go across to Rajesh on the fundamentals. Rajesh, Bandhan Bank asset quality issues behind them, or do you think that there's still some pain? Some of the initial indications that we're seeing from the quarterly updates of even the microfinance players are positive in that those spaces where they are seeing standard assets, the collection efficiency is above 99 for some of these players, right? So that bodes well for the space, but are you positive on Bandhan Bank?
See, Alex, I think Bandhan Bank, all the negatives have been discounted. It was just the problem of MFI microfinance that you said, and that too in the northeast part of the country. And that is being a pain for this bank for a very long period of time. And what I believe is that the negatives have been discounted, the kind of branches is had, and leaving apart, if we leave apart microfinance, the other businesses are doing well, whether it be it advances or deposits. So I think at 140, 150 odd levels, it becomes a buy for maybe a time horizon of 1 year or 18 months for a target of 170, 175 odd rupees.
Right. Again, a caller query coming in from Bangalore. Amit, you can go ahead and ask a query.
Sir, happy Makar Sankranti to you all, sir.
Happy Makar Sankranti, Amit. You can go ahead and ask your query.
Yeah, happy Makar Sankranti to all of you, sir. My query is on
On IRCTC, I believe.
IRCTC purchased at 804 100 shares. Facing a loss, it is a monopoly business. What is the future for this one? What should I do?
And your holding period is long term?
Yeah, sir. Almost holding period is long term, sir.
Okay, Rajesh, any view on IRCTC? The business is a monopoly, but there have been issues when it comes to margins and for IRCTC.
See, the gentleman said right. It has monopoly business, be it catering, be it rail near, or even ticketing. The only non-monopoly business that the company has is tourism, and that too is doing well. Any launches of new trains is a positive for IRCTs. I am quite surprised that stock is making new 52-week lows almost every day. Valuations at this point of time are good. Company doing well. They have moving to full coach booking. They have tied up with Zomato and all those things. I think it's just a matter of time when the stock starts performing. So at these levels, one can even add to its holding if their funds allow. Otherwise, it's a hold.
Okay. Satya is referring to a conversation that he heard on the channel itself about the implications of moves by China for the chemical space and the outlook being relatively positive for Indian players. In that context, and not necessarily, Rajesh, expecting you to have a view on the conversations apart from the one that I'm having with you, but Aarti Industries, would you buy this one or would you buy another from the space? And if you're incurring losses in chemical companies, would you double down and buy more at this moment?
I think there needs to be some more time given to these stock before somebody plunges to buy in a large way. Small buying into Aarti Industries or Chemplast, Sarmar can be done. Even Balaji Amines looks very good at this point of time. Not just because of the China factor, but because of the kind of cut they have seen these stocks from their highs in the last 1 or 2 years. The valuations have become attractive and the demand is going up slightly, I would say. So the prices are also stabilizing for the chemicals. So I think these kind of Aarti or a Balaji Amines can be a good buy.
Right. Again, a caller query coming in from Maharashtra. Vinod, you can go ahead and ask your query.
Yeah, good morning. I was looking for a long-term investment through SIP in Power Grid and ABB India. Long-term means maybe 5-6 years horizon, monthly SIP. And my expectations of gains are moderate, around 12% plus annualized return.
Rajesh, which one would be better for the next 5 to 6 years, Power Grid or ABB India?
That's a tough question, I would say, because both are very good companies. ABB has a strong order book, good parentage. Private capex is just going to start. Government capex is always there. So ABB also looks good. As far as Power Grid is concerned, the kind of grid capacity is required in our country. Considering the fact that power generation capacity has been increasing, power demand has been increasing, this again also looks good. And the best part is this company gives good dividend. But for a longer term SIP, what I would suggest is why not go for large cap names like a Reliance or a Larsen or ITC if your expectation is only 12 to 15% kind of moderate return. So these counters would be better placed in the long term for a SIP purpose.
Okay. Vinod, hopefully that answers your question. But you know what? There's another viewer, Ashok from Bengaluru, who's asking about ABB incidentally and also Siemens. But this is a technical question. So Nilesh, I'll come to you on the charts. He's bought both at an average price for ABB at 5,588 and Siemens at a price of 3,078. And he's wondering whether to buy more at these levels. What's your opinion on the charts?
Well, both the stock has a weak structure, so first of all, not advisable to average at current level, wait for some more decline. As far as ABB is concerned, it has a very strong support at 4860. If it breaks below 4860, then next target would be somewhere around 4700. So watch out for that important level. The structure is looking weak because the counter is trading below its all long-term and short-term moving averages. Now coming to Siemens, it has a similar setup of what we are witnessing in ABB. So structure here as well is looking weak. If it breaks below 2900, then the lower side may extend towards 2700. So it's an avoid taking any fresh positions or average in this particular counter for the time being.
Next query is coming in from Tejas, and he wants to know the long-term view when it comes to the city gas distribution company Mahanagar Gas. Rajesh, what would be your view on MGL?
See, we have a strong view for a long-term horizon. Maybe a target of 1200, 1250 odd rupees in the next 12 to 18 months is quite possible. In the short term, there might be volatility because of various geopolitical concerns, gas prices, and all those things. But for long term, it's a good buy. Not only MGL, but even IGL is a good buy.
Okay, all right. So that's the view on MGL. Let's take the next question also from WhatsApp, and Dr. Ratan is writing in about Force Motors, and he's asking for an entry point for this one, and that's pretty challenging. If we can pull up the long-term charts, and by long-term, you can just look at the last 1 year and the kind of gains that the stock has had, 200+%. And so, Nilesh, the question is, from a risk-reward standpoint, is it still a good idea to get into this counter at these levels?
Well, first of all, the counter is in a secular uptrend. We have seen a strong momentum in past couple of months, couple of years now. Although in a short-term time frame, we have seen a good consolidation, so that's a good sign. In terms of making a fresh entry, I would suggest to buy in a staggered manner because it has already rallied in last couple of trading sessions. So better strategy would be to buy in a staggered manner, keep a stop loss below 18,000. Upside, we are expecting a move towards 22,000 to 24,000. That's again near-term target that we are expecting. So it's a good buy.
Next query is coming in from Hyderabad, where Shiva wants to know whether should he continue to hold HFCL. He has bought it at an average price of 87 rupees. Okay. So, Rajesh, should he continue to hold HFCL? Any strategy, whether should he average it at current price? What's your view when it comes to HFCL?
Despite the fact that the company has given good numbers in the last 2-3 quarters, I've got order book. But even after the correction, I think the valuations are on a higher side at this point of time too. So it's better to take any upticks as an opportunity to exit.
Okay, use any upticks as an opportunity to exit. Sell on rise strategy. Let's get Sejo Peter's question. He's writing in asking about Maruti Suzuki, which he's bought at an average price of 16,259. Very close to the current market price, in fact, and he's got 41 shares. So he's seeing a small profit at this point. The question is, what are the immediate target prices once the results are out? So I guess he's asking on the fundamentals. Rajesh, I think, so therefore the question to you would be, are you positive on Q3 for Maruti Suzuki specifically? And do you have a positive coverage on the company?
See, we are bullish on the stock. We have a positive coverage in a very long period of time. The company has been doing well. The new launches have been done. And they are moving into EV in a big way. If you look at the monthly numbers that has been coming out month after month, except 1 or 2 months, the numbers have been quite exciting. So as far as third quarter numbers are concerned, we are bullish on that we believe that would be a good growth in top line and bottom line both. But the fact remains it has run up quite a lot in the recent past. So I don't think results after results, even if there are good numbers, there would be a big move into that. But for a long-term horizon, we are bullish, and we believe that 18,000, 18,500 odd rupees should be a decent target for the next 9 to 12 months.
A caller query coming in from Tamil Nadu. Abdul, you can go ahead and ask your query.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, I want to ask about Natco Pharma. I have bought 1,430 for 51 shares. Now it comes for 863 something, sir. Can I hold or sell?
And you want a long-term view or the or short-term view?
I'm a long-term. I'm long-term.
Rajesh, your view on Natco Pharma?
Company has been doing well. They are moving. They have some very good generics in oncology, and the numbers have been pretty well. just because of the entire pharma space has seen some kind of correction. The stock is also down. For long term, one can buy.
Okay, all right, it's time for the first rapid fire round of this 1 hour show. And gentlemen, you know what that means. We'll throw as many questions at you as possible over the course of the next 2 minutes, I believe. 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes, right? Confirm, 3 minutes. Okay. All right, Shankar has got the first question. South Indian Bank or Yes Bank is a question. Is this a good time to buy? Nilesh, what's the view on the charts?
Well, South Bank is a buy for a target of 44. Keep a stop loss at 40. And Yes Bank, in fact, this stock is also a buy. Keep a stop loss at 22. Target would be 24.
Jeet from Kolkata wants to know whether is it a good time to hold, or he's holding 200 shares. Should he continue to hold, Rajesh? Tejas Network?
Exit.
Exit Tejas Network. Okay. L&T for the long term, is this the right time to enter right now? Yashwant wants to know. He's writing from Hyderabad. I think Rajesh has already given his view as positive, but Nilesh, on the charts, what's a good level to buy?
Good level would be near about 3750 to 3800, not at current level.
Ravi is holding 237 shares of Afcons India, bought it up and is sitting on a loss of 21,000. Should he continue to hold? Long-term view on this, Rajesh?
Sell and rise.
Okay. Infosys, Karthik is holding at a price of 1856. He's incurring a loss right now. Should he sell or add more? Rajesh, what's the view?
Add.
Siddhartha Chaturvedi from Jaipur wants to know whether is it a good time to enter Max Healthcare after the correction. Nilesh?
Yes, can be done keeping us below 1000. That's a very strong support, and a pullback can be seen towards 1080, 1100.
Okay, Websol Energy is the name of the counter. We can pull it up. Okay. The current level is 84. Vishwanatha Reddy wants to know whether to buy the current rate. Nilesh, what's the view?
No, it's an avoid.
Chandra Rao wants to know whether can he invest 1 lakh rupees in HDFC AMC for the next 1 month. Nilesh, your view?
Yes, can be done keeping a stop loss below 2400, and 2700 to 2800 can be seen.
Okay, CG Power, the view is being sought by Vidya. She's got 1,000 shares at a price of 700 rupees. Would you hold or exit? Rajesh, view?
I would add. So anybody holding can hold.
Vijay Kirti from Chennai wants to know whether should what are the short-term prospects when it comes to Bharat Electronics. Nilesh, your view here?
Well, BEL looks good from a short-term as well as medium-term perspective. 430, 440 from a short-term perspective, and 480 would be position target. Keep a stop loss at 400.
Okay. Dasari Shravan wants to know about Apollo Micro. Rajesh, what's the view on the fundamentals? Would you buy?
Small quantity one can buy. Defense play, buy.
Right. The next query is coming in from Hyderabad. Karthik wants to know whether should he continue to hold Infosys. He's holding around 62 shares. Rajesh, your view?
I have an ad call into this. Continue to hold.
Okay, you've spoken about the defense space. HAL is the name of the counter we're talking about next, and we got a viewer asking whether you would buy at this moment. What's the view, Rajesh?
Buy.
Khera from Pune, who is holding 50 shares of Maharashtra Scooters. Should he continue to hold or switch to any other Bajaj Group companies? Rajesh?
Add.
Okay, all right. On that note, the first of 2 rapid fires is in the bank. And gentlemen, I believe, Nilesh, you'll have to leave us at this moment. So thanks so much for taking the time. We'll be back on the other side to take more of your questions. So do stay tuned. All right, welcome back. You're watching Ask Profit. This is a show that gets you answers to all of your questions, either technical or fundamental. And to that end, you can either call us on the number on the top of the screen, or you can send us a message again on the number on the top of the screen. And on this leg, in the second half, we're joined by Rajesh Bhosle, who is equity technical and derivative analyst at Angel One. Rajesh, thanks so much for taking the time. It's going to be a little challenging to do this side of the show because both of you are called Rajesh, but we'll do our